All right, guys, what is going on? YouTube, podcast, everybody. First off, if you guys are listening to this on the podcast app, we are doing a YouTube video, me and the man Philip. So we have the visual aspect in the backyard, beautiful. So do not miss this. Come over to the YouTube video. With that said, we're with the man Philip. You guys know this guy, Philip. Let him know. Tell your audience what's up.
Hey guys. I'm sorry, I do that every single time.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Philip Garcia, here with David Hammond. We're just doing another podcast. We're kind of going, I'll just explain what we're actually doing. We're doing this podcast based on a conversation that we were just having, and it's based on like just one question almost. We don't really have the exact question just yet, but like, and we're kind of just going to bar because we have different opinions kind of about it. And basically we want you guys to decide
or
who's
not,
right, or like
yeah,
what.
Not so much decide, but like we want your opinion as far as. So basically, Philip and I, before this podcast, guys, as a bit of context, we were talking about kind of Philip's next steps for really about half an hour, and not so much that like I know the answer, like et cetera, but we're kind of just ideating. We're just throwing ideas back and forth. I kind of told Philip like what I'm trying to do with my idea, and Philip has amazing ideas and he has a grounding. That's not the point of it. It was more so I was kind of saying like, oh, what if this maybe. And I think that's now where we want to, kind of just throw it to you guys to see what you guys think, because obviously, this is on Philip's channel, and then I'll throw in my context to what I'm doing for the viewers, etc. So, Philip, do you want to tell them first off what you just did, what you released, and what are the next steps, and then I'll kind of fill it in from there, what I think, maybe.
Yeah. So I just released the Loose EP, 4 songs on it. My people know. I'm sure your people kind of know already too. Yeah, these are like bumping tracks, and I feel like these tracks are really good, and they have the potential to make me level up to
1,000%,
a couple thousand followers at least,
minimum.
Yeah, we're just kind of talking about so like actually, and the next phase right now that like as soon as I finish a project, it's kind of like what do I do now?
Postpartum syndrome.
Yeah, you're like kind of so like I just jumped right into the next project, and I'm starting to like document the next project. So like for your guys, for your people, I document, I make a project and I document it not day by day, but like the process of making it, like the whole songs and everything. Yeah, so now I'm kind of like at the end of this, and this kind of feels like a moment where this EP might take off in a different way that the other ones have.
Loose, so you're talking about.
Yeah, Loose. Yeah. So we've been just kind of brainstorming like what I should do next. Should I jump right into the next project, or
should you do it, David, maybe? Okay, and then I'll kind of fill it in. Yeah, so again, guys, context or disclosure, I'm not saying that I have the right answer by any means. This is just simply off my gut from, being a content creator. You guys watch the videos of me being a content creator, giving advice to future content creators, what I think you guys maybe should do through my experiences and trials and errors. So that is the sentiment from where I'm coming from to Philip. I'm not saying I have the be-all, end-all answer, and these are just ideas that we're bouncing back and forth. So, and it's tricky because like I have more context on you than they do. So like I know how much music you've made, how many EPs you have. So maybe I feel like we should give a little bit of context and then go into that. So like tell them how many songs you have, how long you've been doing this, what your plan is for the next steps of like going viral or whatnot. Like let's let them know that.
Okay. Yeah. So as I said, this is the 4th EP, and I've obviously released 3 EPs before that, because that's how numbers work.
Oh, thanks.
And they've all been released pretty much under the year. Just about in a year, like everything's been released. Yeah. So it's 17 songs and 4 music videos. I've only started documenting the last 2 EPs.
Being like vlogs, we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay,
call
so
them
like
vlogs.
Documenting. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And basically your next steps now, what you're wondering is like, do I go into the 5th EP right now? Or do I kind of what David thinks? And guys, this is where we're kind of asking for your opinion. Like, this is why we're making this. I think it's kind of cool. Like,
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you ever watch like big heads like Jordan Peterson and like, Jordan Peterson, right? Okay. Anyways, maybe. Big heads like Sam Harris, Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro. Okay, there's these really smart, wise guys, and they just
riff. Yeah.
But kind of in like a, well, I think this. Yeah. It's awesome. Sick. Anyways, so what is your next step and what your gut's telling you right now? And again, no one's saying right or wrong, but what's your take?
My plan was
going
to
viral, etc., because that's ideally the whole premise of like why we're talking about this.
Yeah, I was gonna. So usually after an EP, I release like acoustic videos or like how I made the tracks. But this time, I don't want to make how I made the tracks because I feel like the documentary already covers that. It's just like redundant, and that's not what my strength is. I produce, and I just like to produce. I don't want to teach people how to produce. So yeah, I'm gonna release acoustic videos of each song. That's kind of like the for the month's work is basically like the acoustic videos and maybe these podcasts. But other than that, I'm just gonna be behind
what's
the
the
lines.
next step after that?
Yeah,
Because I agree. I think you should release the acoustics.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
No, I know. I'm
This
just
is
laying the
after.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks from now. Or
But
a
right
month.
now, like 3 weeks from now, what people are going to see from 3 weeks from now is actually what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So like, and right now is I'm basically documenting the 5th EP, and yeah.
What the next
So
steps are.
basically, are wondering. I was questioning like, it'd be a shame for EP4 to come out and it not
5.
No, the one that just came out
Okay.
now. It'd be a shame because of the potential of these songs for it to come out and then me just release EP number 5, which would be in September or whatever it is, and then it just kind of like rolls over when like Loose has potential to do more. So my thought too was just like, what should I do in the meantime? No, that isn't really a question.
No. But what were you wanting to do, and then I'll explain what I kind of thought. Opposing ideas.
Well, my thought was initially like just give a breather of a month and then just go right into Stubborn EP.
Which sounds like logistical, like that doesn't sound anything wrong like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what you did with the others prior.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for context, guys, Philip released an EP, which an EP is a small album of like 4 or 5 songs, which still takes quite a bit of work. Release that, chill for about a month or so, and then kind of work on the next EP. So Philip would be on his 5th EP,
Yeah.
right? So in the process in that time, that's what he did on YouTube. He documented the past 2 or so, but that's kind of how it was. It was, but on social media, it's been all of them. So even if it wasn't YouTube, it's the same process. So it was put out an EP, which was beautiful, and then kind of wait like a month, which makes sense after a big project, and then go to the next one, which makes complete sense. And then kind of what I thought, and again, I'm not saying this is the right answer. I guess maybe we're asking you guys what you think is, I thought instead, because I feel like Philip, his soul is at a different point right now, where he is, skill-wise, where he is mindset-wise. I think everything is so well put for where Philip's at as far as like his music ability, where he stands, that I almost think he should put music on the back burner right now, which may sound really weird. Put it on the back burner, like the 5th EP, which he can make. Don't worry so much about that. And instead of taking that month off or like maybe worrying about the music, to instead focus 100,000% on YouTube primarily. Social media, but YouTube. And through that, mainly documenting and vlogging, like basically, ideally I said do a daily vlog, do a video every single day on your life as a 21-year-old musician living in just outside Toronto, your thoughts, your ideas, your process every single day, you recording still the next EP, but just hammering social media and YouTube, because beforehand Philip's been on YouTube for at least like 6, you've been creating hardcore for at least 6 months. Right? At least 6 months. Yeah. And in that time, it's not that it was half-assed or anything like that, or mine was half-assed. It's just it wasn't the first priority. It was music, which it should have been. Like I don't think YouTube should have been the first priority. It was music, where I think now Philip's at a standpoint where he is so. Because guys, you have to listen to this EP Loose. Like the music is so rich to a point where I know it has sturdy legs, that it's almost like I want. So that's the yin yang, and the yang is YouTube or social media that like to promo it. I'm almost of like that conviction. Now build these legs, run with that. I think that's how Philip's gonna ideally pop and blow up, because I don't know a single 21-year-old musician who has 4 beautiful EPs out, who's doing such amazing things. And I think there's so much like potential to document in that, and that in and of itself will gain a lot of eyes and traction. And then with enough eyes and traction through that, he then goes on to his 5th EP, which is released whenever. That's kind of where we're kind of like, butting heads. And that's only because, guys, maybe I'm biased. I'm on YouTube. Like, YouTube to me is always my biggest priority. Everything else is second. So that's why I'm of the conviction of this. But again, I'm not saying I am right or this is the right answer, because I completely agree with what Philip's saying too. And I think that is a very smart move. Like, if I just released a fucking huge, I haven't even released something that's an EP size. Let's say I released a project that was the size of an EP. I'd want to take a month off too to then maybe work on the next project. For me, I'm thinking, instead of focusing so much on the macro, focus more on the micro. So instead of, and I think that's like, because I'm making daily videos right now too, which is kind of the whole premise of this. For me, in my sense, the macro is maybe like the courses or shooting a music video or documentaries. For me, it's like, I'm just putting up videos every day in a micro sense.
Mm-hmm.
So let's ideate. That makes sense. That was a good way to put it. Wow.
You know, actually, you said it differently now.
Oh, did I?
In the way that no, in a good way.
Oh, okay, all right, sorry.
Like it makes more sense in terms of like these videos would almost be promoting loose.
It's like Casey Neistat.
It'd be promoting loose rather than promoting.
No, it would only be loose.
Yeah, like that makes more sense. And maybe that when you said that, I was
convinced,
just
like, Philip. How the wind's blowing. I did it. I'm kidding.
No, but like, yeah, that makes more sense because it's a way to promote loose.
All of it.
And yeah, I'd have to think about how I would do that, but
yeah, it's kind of like Casey Neistat, which I know you guys
it's
are
just
familiar
frustrating
with.
because I've already started.
I know it's
documenting, and I've got good footage, but like,
but that's
it can still be used for that.
Exactly. I was gonna say
I could
like,
just start today for.
So it is exactly what I was saying. You have or you filmed your and as context to you guys for Philip's EPs, which are beautiful. He creates mini docs or like mini episodes for each EP, which I think you should keep. I think that's fucking genius because they're so timeless. That is immaculately timeless. I'm not saying stop that. I think if you've already recorded 4 or 5, save them. Just wait. Save them and release them in a few months. But right now in this gap of the next 2 to 3 months, it's loose. I don't even want to be on like. I just want to be on loose as far as like it's so good.
They don't know the name of the.
Huh?
They don't know the name of the EP.
Oh, loose?
Of number 5 yet.
Did I say it?
Yeah, you did.
We'll cut that out. Sorry, my bad. I'll cut that out.
Well, it doesn't really matter, but like,
no,
you never know how many people are watching this by now. It's fun.
You know what I'll do? I'll bleep it. Like they won't hear. So
those kind of little things are fun though. You know when people don't know yet.
I know. Yeah. No, I don't want them to. Because I'd be the same.
Maybe
way.
I've said it too, but anyways.
It's okay. We'll cut that out.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think because like if you guys know with Casey Neistat, you know the reason he started daily vlogging was actually not for daily vlogging. It was to promote his business, which was Beam. It was Beam. So he had his Beam business, and then he said, "Why don't I just start daily vlogging to ideally promote this?" But it turned into something massively beautiful, and then that was it. I think that's it, like for Philip. Like, anyways, I'm ranting.
Bro,
but like,
you know what this podcast is going to be called? I convinced him.
Proving Philip wrong. I'm always right, guys. What can I say?
No, because like,
I'm glad we.
Well,
had
that's
this
your
then,
fault
dude.
because you didn't explain yourself better last time. I
Did
had to
I
get a little jab in there before I die. You know?
But that's why you had to break the.
No. Yeah. No, because
That's awesome.
at first you're talking about the daily the vlogs, but I was like, in my head, I was just like, but why? Like, I understand that like it would get people interested in my life, blah blah blah. But like with the idea of like in every single episode, I'd be like, check out loose, which
You can do both.
yeah.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'll cut that out.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say that.
No.
But your next EP, it's both. It's both. It's
Yeah.
your life.
It's just that this is like a sidebar thing, but like the documentaries of the EPs would almost change a little bit because like it's not so much lifestyle. I was starting including a bit more lifestyle,
exactly.
but maybe it would just be the music.
Exactly.
Which,
I think you should only keep that music because if I'm watching
music and in the house coffee and maybe some talks.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a loose EP, to be honest, I probably wouldn't want to see.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's settled.
Beep, beep, beep. All right, guys, that was the easiest talk we ever had in our life. No, but again, this was nothing of proving anyone wrong. Like, I know Philip was already, and his context, guys, this is an old mic I had. Philip used to record, if you watch on his thing, all of his documentaries, and maybe that's actually perfect. Keep that for your documentaries, your H6. This is just native for vlogs.
Yeah.
That's because you're only in the house. Look at that. Philip would, anyways.
I'm gonna have to like, yeah.
Philip would use his H6 for his vlogs to like talk like with his camera. Now he has a shotgun mic, so obviously he doesn't have to hold anything. Run and gun. All right, well that is settled, guys. I'm Jordan Peterson. That's Sam Harris, and I just proved him wrong. I'm kidding. I'm joking, dude. I'm so stoked, man. Like, I'm so happy I said this because I wasn't gonna say it.
You know how weird it is that like we've solved this on camera.
And I don't feel proud or anything. I just feel like I'm like so happy, like.
Yeah.
Because
no,
that wasn't.
But it doesn't change the fact that I'm not doing daily videos. I'm not like I will do like probably like 2 videos a week
for now,
and they'll be great.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was part of my argument too. Like just so they have like a little bit of context. Like,
okay, fair enough. No.
Part of my argument was just like I want to make sure like I do like 2 videos that are really good rather than a bunch that aren't as punchy. That was my only.
Yeah, like, my thing is I think the next phase would be, I guess we're still running, so I might as well say, so I think ideally for the next like 2 to 3 months, I think, and again, don't, I'm not saying I have the right answer. I think you should do daily vlogs for these next 2 months, really until you release your next EP. So ideally, 2 to 3 months. I'm not saying it has to be daily for 3 months, but if these 3 months, summer, it's June, let's just say summer just hit. It's June 23rd, right? So let's just say it's summer. July 23rd, August 23rd, September 23rd. These 3 months for both you and I, if you and I both go daily, because I'm releasing daily. Again, I'm not going to tell someone to do something if I'm not doing it myself. Like I'm not going to say, yo, go work out if I'm not working out or something. I'm releasing daily videos too. If you and I can release daily videos for the next maybe 2.5 months, man, so
That'd be really intense, though.
It would.
It'd be really intense.
It would, but that's why it's the pop. It's a short-term sprint for a long-term marathon. It's like it's the end right now, bro. At the end of the marathon of like 48 days, like you just gotta go because it's only gonna last for like a little bit. Anyways, I'm not saying what to do.
No, but I've been with that idea. It's just not in the video sense. Just like in terms of, I'm going busking today, bro. Like I did a show Friday and then played yesterday. Like I was hauling equipment. Like,
dude, I would have vlogged all that.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking perfect. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it's like, like we have the same idea. It's
okay, good.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, I look forward to the daily vlogs then, buddy.
That's the only part that you're gonna have to like.
Yeah. Well,
push.
Yeah. Well,
actually, I want to hear. Like, actually, I would like to ask that to the people. Like, what do you think about like daily vlogs?
Perfect. Love it.
From just that short conversation, like, what are your thoughts?
Do you want Philip Garcia himself? You guys have seen, and I'm saying this to you guys because this is on your channel. I know you guys really watch his stuff and you really love it. And please, if you normally don't comment, please for this video just comment. My viewers, his. Just for this, so we can like get him to. Do you want to see Philip do daily vlogs of his life, what he's doing, like music, yes, but like his life? Please comment down below. I really do think you should do daily vlogs or videos or whatever you want to call it, because, and only for the next 2 to 3 months. I don't think you should do it forever because that would burn yourself out. But I think for these next 2 to 3 months, summer, like you said, like the sun will keep us going. You have your shotgun mic, make a daily video, you'll find your rhythm, and I think you'll be good. I think a big section right now, or a big block, is like that maybe you don't think you can, because it is a lot of work. I think it's just finding your flow, and I think you will find it very quickly.
The only other than that is it's also energy. Very like true. I want to put energy. I know, like, in quote, like I'll be doing the doc, or I'll be doing the 5th EP. But I want to make sure that like my energy isn't going towards video, but more so into the music. That's just been my like a big debate in my mind for a really long time. Is like. It's like the videos are really important. They are, but like I want to make sure I'm a musician first that like punches first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But yeah, that's anyways. I want to hear people's opinions.
Yeah. Let's hear his opinions, guys. Do you think Philip should do daily vlogs, videos? Personally, from a content creator, videographer, YouTuber standpoint, myself, I do think he should 100%. I think he has the potential. I think he's got the lifestyle, the looks, the everything, the thought, everything. Also. Not that this is part of the video. I think Philip should create his own podcast too, which I think you guys can all agree with, because he's on this podcast all the time, and you see it on his YouTube. But I mean his own podcast, just audio format, where we can have more talks, not just talks like these, tons more. I think he should create a daily vlog and a podcast. If you think he should, I'm pretty psychic too, by the way. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I think he should. I think he will, to be honest, because like everything I've said, like not just to Philip, but like
to fruition. Yeah,
with Philip or like people I know who are content creators, it always. People who run with it. People who don't hustle and they're afraid, then they don't. But people who run with it, they always do. And Philip's always done it, like, every time. And I don't need to tell you that. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But daily vlog, podcast, should Philip start it? I think he should. I think we got him on board. Let's do it. I'm doing daily videos. Philip will do daily videos. We'll be in each other's videos. This is the blow up. We're both doing daily videos. We're both going to pop off. And then when fall comes, when I'm in the condo and you're in thing, then maybe resume the next EP, resume the process of that, and I'll resume my next businesses, and then the real adventure begins. But right now, this is just to tangibilize, or to make of tangible, it's just capitalize everything we've done. It's not to work on more projects. It's like, we've worked on enough projects. Let's just let people know. This is just letting people know. Yeah. Let them know, grab them, on to phase 2. We'll finish it there. Yeah, finish there. You want to say peace? Tell everyone bye, and I'll say bye?
Yes. Please do comment.
Please, guys, comment. Let them know. Or give it a like.
We will see you very, very soon.
If you give it a like, that means yes. If you give it a dislike, it means no. Okay, yeah. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I know it was a shorter podcast, but Philip, guys, has to go busk, and he's going to be vlogging that. So let's get him to do it daily because I think he has the content for it, and we'll finish it there. Please, guys, my followers and his, comment down below and check him out. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for listening. All this stuff, like, subscribe on both of our ends, and we will talk to all of you guys soon. So thanks so much. Much love. Peace.